Well, hello and welcome to a very special abbreviated edition of Friday Night Rivals on a Thursday night. I know that sounds a little confusing. I'm Webb Wright, also confusing. Seems to be no Scott Eisberg. He was on the sidelines tonight for tonight's Friday Night Rivals game of the week, so I'm flying solo. It's Wando on the road at Beckham. A couple of teams looking to bounce back after big losses. The Bengals suffering a lopsided loss to Berkeley, 35-0. The Wando Warriors in the midst of a three-game skid, most recently a 42-21 loss to Stratford. And it would be all Beckham early on, as Finn Gunter is going to find Bowden Zafford inside the 3-yard line. That would set up an easy touchdown run for the Bengals. The extra point would be no good. 9-0 Beckham. And then Beckham continuing to roll up 24-0. And Jaden Gaithers is going to weave his way through the Wando D. And just like that, it is 31-0 Beckham. They are threatening to run away with it. However, Wando would refuse to quit. Back come the Warriors. Harris Stone, picture-perfect pass to Cade LaPadula. And it's 31-7, Beckham. And then late, some trickeration. Stone to David Vennard to Ryan John for the touchdown. That cuts the lead to 31-14. But at the end of the night, that would be your final. Beckham wins it 31-14. Afterwards, a very excited Bengal squad with the big win and the coveted Sweetgrass Trophy.
Oh, man, we're elated right now. You know, last year they talked about physical dominance, how they physically dominated our football team last year, and they only won by 3 points. You know, but we wanted to come out this year and show and establish true dominance and show who's the true dominant public school in Mount Pleasant. Go Bengals!
And meanwhile, at the top of Region 7 5A, the champions already decided, the Stratford Knights, a perfect 4-0 in region play, 8-1 overall, winners of 8 straight since a close opening season loss to Somerville 35-30. 1 month ago, the Knights overcame a 17-0 halftime deficit against Berkeley to pull out a 21-17 win in a game that would eventually, as we sit here today, give them the region title. But looking to finish strong tonight against winless Goose Creek. And Goose Creek, they're really struggling with their snaps early on. Just can't hang on to the football on offense. Early on, the snap, a bad one. But luckily, the Gators fall on it. And then, once again, another bad snap. The Gators fall on this one as well, but it pins them deep. That means the Gators are forced to go to the air. Look at the arm. Nice deep pass. Unfortunately, Stratford's Trenton Ford. Nice return here. That's going to put Stratford into Goose Creek territory. And from there, Jakin Davis, he's going to scramble. He keeps rolling. Looks like he's going to run. No, he's going to stop. One-arm pass off his one leg inside the 5. That leads to a Malik McGowan score. 7-0 Stratford, and then the former Goose Creek star Malik McGowan off to the races again. The long touchdown run, 13-0 Stratford, and the Knights go on to win this one by a final of 48-0. Meanwhile, Berkeley can't win the region, but they could certainly keep up the momentum of a 3-game winning streak, hosting Cane Bay. Berkeley striking first. Quarterback Henry Rivers going to sneak in for the touchdown early in the first quarter. And the Stags were off and running in this one. Berkeley again. This time it's Jesse Brown getting into the end zone after a short run. And more offense from the Stags. This time it's old man Rivers. Not that old, but, you know, he's been there a few years. Rivers, plenty of time in the pocket. He's going to launch an absolute bomb to Malik Callan. He's going to take it to the house. And Berkeley goes on to win this one by a final of 35-7. Meanwhile, in Region 6-2A, Philip Simmons looking to wrap up that region title, hosting Andrews. The Iron Horses up 21-7, closing moments of the first half, driving again. Hayes Goddard scrambles for a first down, and then from there it's Omonte Taylor out of the Wildcat up the middle for the score, 28-7. And then the Iron Horse defense playing well as well. They swallow up Andrews, 28-7 at the end of the half. Second half, however, a little trouble for Philip Simmons. Goddard is sacked for a big loss by Chris Stewart. The Yellow Jackets would get the ball back. Big A.J. Lee. Nice run, rumbling inside Iron Horse territory inside the 20. But on the very next play, this Andrews pass is going to be tipped and picked off by Roman Hood. And a big win for Philip Simmons tonight as they go on to win it by a final of 28-14. And coming up after the break, a Region 5-8 5A free-for-all. James Island, Somerville, Ashley Ridge, all in action after beating up on each other for the last 3 weeks. Who takes the region title? We'll let you know coming up.
This is Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Crew Chevrolet on News 4.
And talk about a round-robin kind of dogfight. Region 8 5A looking for the champion tonight, and it was really kind of, you know, these teams beating each other. First it was Ashley Ridge beating Somerville. Somerville, they needed some help to win that region title. They were hosting rival Fort Dorchester. The Patriots coming off a wild 76-51 win over Stahl, but Fort Dorchester was not going to score 76 tonight. Early on, it's the Green Wave getting it going after the defensive play. Then Javen Williams takes the ball 80 yards for the touchdown, and Somerville is up big. Then next possession, Max Stafford for the Green Wave is going to find Teru Davis for the 30-yard gain. And that would lead to this. Javen Williams once again taking the ball 25 yards for the touchdown. And Somerville goes on to win this one 37-14, but not enough to win the region title. They will finish second in the region. So now we're down to two. That real dogfight we were talking about, the region Class A championship, as we said, Ashley Ridge beat Somerville 42-19, but lost to James Island 28-21. James Island beat Ashley Ridge, but lost to Somerville 14-9. Somerville beating James Island and losing to Ashley Ridge. That left a three-way tie atop the region. Heading into the night, we know Somerville finished second in the region. Ashley Ridge hosting West Ashley. As we go to the highlights here, Ashley Ridge controlling their own destiny. We start with the Swamp Foxes. And a big run coming up here for West Ashley. Third quarter, Ashley Ridge up 14-0. Big move there, shaking off a tackle, but some issues with the snap. Coming up here, Josh Bradley can't handle it. They lose 10 yards and are forced to punt, and then another bad snap. And West got better, falls on the football, but Ashley Ridge can't do anything with the opportunity. They fumble the ball back to West Ashley after going for it. 4 and out. Trevor Kalish connects with Jagger Spivey with a great catch. That sets up Kalish for the 10-yard touchdown run. The PAT is good. Ashley Ridge is up 21-0. The next connection Kalish makes is with Jalen Grant. What a catch and run after getting drilled. He scampers 60 yards for another Swamp Fox touchdown. The extra point is good, and they lead West Ashley 28-0. Looks like Kalish wanted a little more action of his own. He gets 6 more with the legs. That brings the score to 35-0 Swamp Foxes. And Ashley Ridge, they are your region champions. They get the victory 35-0. And as we said, Stahl was coming off a 51-point performance last week. To put that in perspective, they only scored a total of 27 points all last season, but the James Island defense in the backyard not likely to yield those results for the Warriors. As we head out to the highlights, chilly night there. Connor Dantzler to James Hertu, 7-0 the Island. Then after seeing Dantzler's arms, we're going to see Thomas Webb's wheels as he zigs and zags, trucks his way to the 20, steps out of bounds. That was the end of the first quarter, but no slowing down Dantzler. He's going to hit the big tight end, Sam Crumpton. The extra point is good, and the Trojans are up 14-0. And then here comes a showcase of the big fellas up front. After Dantzler fumbles the football, Israel Shank Harris scoops it up, rumbles and tumbles, and stumbles his way upfield. He's taken down, but what an impression there by Shank as James Island goes on to win it 65-0, but they finish third overall in the region. Pinewood Prep hosting John Paul II. As we look on, it's Silas Bronner. What a year he's having for the Panthers. He's going to find Haywood Moore coming up here for the big gain. And then more from Bronner in his arm. Bronner to Moore, quite the connection tonight. Another 20-yard gain. And then fourth down, Bronner finds he's going to end up being sacked, however. And it's turned over on downs, but Bronner bounces back, as do the Panthers. 50-yard touchdown pass from Bronner to Lavoris Lucas. And the final in this one, 48-28, Pinewood Prep is your winner. Stick around after the break. A look at the schedule for tomorrow night's Friday Night Rivals and college football. Coastal in action against Marshall. Stick around.
This is Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Crew Chevrolet on News 4.
And you get a special 2-for-1 deal this week. We've got Friday Night Rivals tonight, but another episode of Friday Night Rivals coming your way tomorrow night as well. Here's a look at the Halloween slate. Woodland is at Timberland, Heathwood Hall at Northwood Academy, Baptist Hill at Cross, Williamsburg Academy at Dorchester Academy, Burke at Academic Magnet, and Colleton County at Bishop England. Some college football tonight, Marshall and Coastal Carolina. Coastal needing a big win. It looked like early on they would struggle. Despite the Somali Collier touchdown, quarterback keeper, Coastal only down 3, but then Marshall would answer. Joshawn Barbie, 65-yard drive cap with a 4-yard touchdown run. As quickly as Marshall scored, the Chants countered with a right hook from Dominique Nicely. The freshman breaks up 59-yard touchdown. 44-27, Coastal gets the win. Thanks for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.